Lead Dancer is a 6-mana 4/2 with a death rattle that summons a minion from your deck with attack less than the Lead Dancer. So typically we want to be pulling things with 3 attack. You've no doubt seen Lead Dancer pull Annoy a Troop from the deck, a giant 9-cost minion that provides a ton of stats and a lot of defense. But I thought, what if instead of pulling a 9-mana card, we instead pull a 3-mana card? And that's where Steward the Steward comes in. It's a legendary minion with a death rattle that gives your next Silverhand recruit +3/+3 and this death rattle. So it's a permanent buff to a Silverhand recruit for the rest of the game. Maybe not the intended use of Lead Dancer, but Steward the Steward is an important card for Dude Paladin, so being able to tutor it is potentially good, right? And to go with the Steward buff, we've also got Lothraxion the Redeemed, a 5-mana 5/5 legendary that gives all your recruits for the rest of the game Divine Shield, which works really good on the recruit that's getting the Steward buff, but it's also just generally good with Muster for Battle, Stand Against Darkness, Jury Duty, a bunch of cards that give us a large number of recruits. And Lothraxion happens to be a demon, so that means we can tutor it from our deck with Purator. Finally, this deck is also going to be playing the Cool Ghoul, a 4-mana 3/1 with Reborn and Divine Shield. So it's basically 4 3/1s stacked on top of each other. And it's basically our backup target for Lead Dancer if we've already pulled Steward. Now, it might surprise you to hear that using a 6-mana 4/2 to tutor out a 3-drop is maybe not the most effective deck I've played in this expansion, but it was able to win some games. Alright, if it's blood, we're definitely happy to see Lothraxion. And it is blood. Well, there's Purator, so I didn't exactly need to draw Lothraxion. But it does come out 2 turns early because I drew it raw. I just have a very solid curve. Actually, Purator only draws 2. I don't know. There's definitely a real world where I don't play Purator on 6. But I probably will. Alright, Divine Shield's online. I guess next turn is probably just Muster Jury Duty. Not much reason for Purator to come down. It's definitely possible for the Blood Death Knight to just not have a board clear on turn 6. Try to pull Steward here. Definitely makes the Muster and the Jury Duty way better. Okay. Hollow Hound sure is annoying. Do I ever play Anachronos? Maybe I just play this Lead Dancer. Lead Dancer's actually a pretty good answer to Hollow Hound here, because it pulls the Cool Ghoul, which is very hard to deal with. I don't really mind with this hits, unless it hits... Oh, I have 2 Cool Ghouls in deck, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. of the Wind Lord. Pretty awkward to play that when I have double muster in hand. I think Jury Duty might be too much of a commitment, since we're up to the Soul Stealer turn now. Oh, the Rivendare. Pretty sure they don't need that in this matchup, but respectable card, I suppose. Alright, get the horn in play, push a little damage. What more can you do? Definitely happy that I can heal for 12. I mean, it's kind of hard for that deck to push like a bunch of damage, but... Well, I don't know, if they main deck Rivendare, maybe they just don't play Mograine. Maybe my health doesn't really matter at all. I'm not in love with mustering over one weapon charge. But I need a board of some sort. So good cards remaining in my deck are Countess, I guess the other Horn, Double Stand Against Darkness. Probably just those four. There's a Horn. I'm probably happy to equality here. God, this thing is so big, though. Maybe it's just Anachronos. Mistakes of the past. For justice. Reporting for duty. My opponent's at 18. I do have 18. And I could draw Feast and Famine, Promotion, Hand of a Doll. Alright, that's fine, I guess. There's the promo. There is a Gnome Muncher and another Lifesteal minion coming next turn, right? I guess just going face doesn't make that much sense. I could put them to 15. They get a Gnome Muncher. I equality, bump it. I have 11. I have 14. Maybe this should have gone face last turn. Or instead of killing the thing. I mean, I can draw lethal. Even through the Gnome Muncher. Insane blood boil. God, my opponent just heals so much here. Get this up to 5 health, 6 health. God, my opponent's at 23. My last Countess actually gave me 21 damage, so if she can just do that again, we're probably in a good spot. Just an absolutely terrible draw. My opponent has played they've played 5 of 8 board clears. There's a Flesh Behemoth in my opponent's deck. That's a bit on the interesting side. Only 6 cards in deck. I'd rather have Countess than that. Beautiful. I probably am hero powering instead of playing a legendary invitation here. Alright, opponent's at 21. My last set of invitations gave me 2 King Crushes and a Dragonbane, so we'll just do that again. Easy peasy. Jitterbug. I don't actually know if I want to draw cards, but we'll see. Alright, well, we're already just extremely unlucky. It's just gotta be Blackwater Behemoth, right? Altimore can be pretty... Oh, Thanatem? I feel like Altimore is better than Thanatem, right? It's like also 15 worth of stats, but some of it goes face. And it doesn't die to asphyxiate. I think Altimore's just better. Although I can't really play Altimore here, but I also don't really want to play Altimore here. They've played both Soul Stealers. A Blood Boil's not super good here, but a Corpse Explosion could be. Vizier into Sunwell into fucking Whirlpool or some shit. That's probably a good sign for me. Nice. Let's go, Stuart. Curator is a good card. I guess I should keep it. It's definitely not as good in my deck as it is a normal Pure Paladin, but I'll keep it.
Hiya, friend.
Well met.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess Purator first, so Lead Dancer is more likely to hit Stuart. Looking pretty likely to be a big Warlock, so the Great Hall is a great answer to an early Thaddeus, maybe. That is a very weak Defile against my deck, I would say. Cool Ghoul. Or Jitterbug. Ghoul is just stickier, right? And I don't really need the card draw at the moment because I have Purator, I've got these two lead dancers, which I probably do go Dancer into Dancer since I only have 2 targets left now. That is a card. What is happening in my opponent's deck? I mean, I'm playing lead dancer to pull a 3-drop, so who am I to judge, but what is happening in my opponent's deck? Can I do this to clear it? Is that an acceptable play? I'm so scared. I think I can do it, though. Why do you so badly want to draw cards in Warlock? Alright, we got Stuart. Is it just Curse Warlock? This doesn't clear, does it? If I had coiled first, they could have killed this instead of drawing a card. Not saying that was necessarily the right play or anything, but they could have done that. Well, that's 2 Defiles down. And I wanted to recruit this turn because of Stuart. Abyssal Wave. I do love Countess, but I do want to keep getting Stuart value, I think. Next turn is Purator Hero Power, assuming that I can get a Stuart buff. And then that'll draw into Lethraxian, which will be pretty good to get online. Okay. I guess I'll use the Great Hall on that. Kind of seems like it's just not that good of a card in the matchup. Wow, I just can't play this card because I'm taking way too much damage. So I've got 6 burst in hand. It's also 6 burst healing, which might be relevant.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
So I can have 20 this turn, which is just not even close to lethal, so I don't know why I said it out loud. I do want to get rid of this, though. And then I might have to heal a little bit. Play you for sure. So say... Well, what can they even do to give me curses? They'd have to have, like, Abyssal Wave plus Siricast Cultist. Or maybe a, whatever the 5-drop is that copies Shadow Spells. So they could give me 2, and it would deal 13 damage. What if I just assume they don't have it? So I can play relevant cards. I can die here, but it's like pretty hard. At least to curses. So at minimum, I need to play Abyssal Curse. I guess it's probably Curse, double Invitation, double Feast and Famine, but we'll see. These are not good. Take the biggest one, I guess. Gigafin is a lot of stats. Nathanos can get me, can get a Stuart. Probably just Gigafin, I guess. But maybe it is Nathanos. It's probably Gigafin. So I'm at 9, the next curse only does 7. You could say we're stabilizing. Feels kind of silly that I played Gigafin just for stats against that, but I did. There's no way I can kill it, even if I shrink it. This is probably pretty likely to find a lethal, though. Zymox. Zymox is lethal pretty often. We just gotta deal with you. And then we just gotta hit 3 out of 4 times. Relic of Extinction kills it. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I guess I'm keeping Lead Dancer off the mulligan, right? And that's the whole point of the deck. Renethal.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
I guess it's just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where'd my recruit go? Buddy? Okay. He got the job done. Alright, well, no need for the lead if I just draw Stewart. Stewart's pretty bad in this matchup because they can silence it so easily. But it's better than not drawing it.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Alright, I made some recruits. Next turn is going to be Lothraxian. And then the following turn after that's probably Hero Power Ghoul Ghoul. But it could be either of the 6s as well. What a mediocre Shadowbird rune. This turn could be Hero Power Hand of a Doll. But it's probably just nice to get Lothraxian online.
You will go no further.
Our gift of frost shields us.
This trade probably happens, although it doesn't really have to. Can just go face. What's with my invisible recruits? I think the 5/5's pretty annoying.
You will go no further.
I do still have one cool ghoul in the deck. Yep, there's the fun card. Really, really happy they put that card in the core set. Wasn't enough that Starfish was neutral. One class needed a 1 mana Starfish. I did not mean to go face with my weapon there. Missed 1 damage, great. I mean, it is still worth hero powering because they do all have Divine Shield, so they are pretty good. Maybe I should have gone for Standing in Darkness here. But killing the 2/6 was pretty nice. I'm not playing this here, obviously, but pretty decent. Wish I could turn this into a 3/3. That'd be really cool. Oh, I literally just can't play this card. That's really, really sick. I've now missed 2 damage, which means my opponent's not in range of Horn of the Windlord, so that's great. Cool, should have lethal here, but I don't. Hey, that one's visible. Okay. Cool, got another minion that can't attack. I do still have the Countess in deck. She can win games on her own. Alright, the card that can win the game. I mean, I guess I'm trying to make this Necrolord Draka really big. It's pretty easy to play 1, 2, 3, 4 cards with Draka. Probably gonna be hard to get this higher than 6 power, but 6 power is a lot. Probably like the damage from Alec here. Although Miltranix is certainly tempting. Wish I could see my other Discover.
What to do?
Probably just take Alakir, though. Nelly is great. Give me value. Puffer Fist is damage, I guess? I mean, Gangplank Diver is like, okay.
I have little time.
We'll puff. Alright, this turn was really strong. I have seen both shards of the Naru, so I should get my pirates here.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
I don't think they can kill me with Xalatath here, but maybe they can. Ozamat, hopefully. Very average card for my opponent to have. Oh, and hey, look, they got the fucking activator for it. Really cool. Really cool, really cool, really cool. How big even is this? 4. Well, I do have a quality Puffer Fist, which is kind of sick. That is probably the play. Question is, what do I do with the rest of the turn? Do I try to land one Amalgam Band, or try to land Amalgam of the Deep on one Amalgam Band? I guess that's not really very consistent at all.
In the light, we are one.
Absolutely love to see that. So I can hero power or not. Maybe it's pretty nice to be able to play Stand Against Darkness one Amalgam Band next turn. Okay, no Wind Fury. Okay, maybe no board clear. Might be hard for Clean the Scene to be infused. They don't have mana for They do have mana for Harmonic Pop, but it's only 3 damage. Oh, I win. Wow. What a miserable game that was, with my hero power just literally not working half the time.